Gentlemen, let us move on. Let's have a look at the first Saturday game. Now, we just talked about the losers. What about the winners? What about the two that just got up on the weekend over these two premiership contenders? At the SCG, fellas, we have got the Sydney Swans taking on the Adelaide Crows. Now, fellas, the big talking point of this story is, Buddy's back. Buddy's back. Everyone, look, it's Buddy. He's back. Can he get to 1,000 goals this year? Warning, No. He's not kicking 1,000.
How many has he got to kick? How many got to kick to get to 1,000?
About 56, I believe.
Too
I reckon if you told me if he could get to 1,000 and he's on 997, I'd still go, that's not against the Crom, he's not.
No.
The mighty
No,
Crom.
not against Jordan Butts, mate.
Well, boom. What did Jordan Butts do to Tom Hawkins? We don't know. The excavators at Adelaide Oval are still digging around in the forward line trying to pull Tommy H out.
He turned him into a fossil.
He did.
There you go.
Yeah, he did.
There you go. Dora the Explorer couldn't even find him.
Yeah. Neolithic Hawkins. That's what they're calling him now.
Neolithic.
No, in all seriousness, Buddy's back. Yeah, good. That's what the media machine's going to tell you. Fabulous. Great. He's going to play 2 quarters and peng a hammy. If history tells us anything, that's what's going to happen. Get more excited if you're a Sydney fan to see Callum Mills in the middle. And that's why Jakey Lloyd being back in that back line and fit and firing is so important to that Swans side. It allows Mills to move up and play the game he was built to play in the middle. If Lloyd stays fit, boy, oh boy, Mills is going to be one hell of a midfielder this year.
Yep.
So get keen for that. Also get keen to see the young blokes who are this middle class, the bourgeoisie of Sydney, are now starting to sort of pick up the slack a little bit. Rowbottom had a good game.
He did.
Errol Golden.
Yep.
Errol Golden.
Errol Golden
Absolute
is the Des Rookie of the Year already.
After round one.
The D Roy. No, it doesn't matter because if you call Errol...
In fairness, there is an actual chance there won't be a better rookie performance throughout this whole season.
I'm very
Rao's
biased.
dead, so Rao's not going to be able to get the... Will Rao be eligible for the Rising Star next year?
I think it's only your first 2 seasons, isn't it?
Well,
So
there you go.
That's sad.
It's golden season.
Beautiful. And it doesn't matter because you know what? He might not play for the rest of the year. He's the lethal Latham Vandermeer of 2021. All right? Errol, Spence Golden.
Why Spence?
Because he's a great boxer and I love watching him. It's all that matters. As long as it's funny to me, I don't mind.
Well, that therein sums it up. But no. I want to keep this on track, fellas. I want to keep this on track. As I said, Mills in the middle. It looks inspired. He's bloody important. Young emerging leader, potential future captain. Potentially. Keep an eye on it. But what I genuinely want to know, because the Crows ran that hard against Geelong, and as you said to me on the weekend, it's like someone finally showed them some game footage of Richmond and be like, what do you think about this, boys? Can we do a bit of this? Oh yeah, I reckon we can, eh? That's James Rowe. He's got the, that's actually it's Matty Nix.
I was going to say that, mate, yeah.
Sorry, Rowe. Sorry, Nixie.
You know Matty Rowe talks like this, mate.
Yes, he does.
Straight off the building site.
Yes, he does.
You know he does.
But I want to know which side fluked it, okay? Because one of these teams fluked it. I would love to see 2 teams go hammer and tong and replicate that over 4 quarters. I don't. My spidey senses tell me one of these 2 teams fluked it. And my suspicion was that it was probably the Crows. I'll be very interested to see. So that's why I'm tipping the Swans 1-39. It's at their home deck. The buddy factor, they're going to have people back in the stadium. The noise of positive affirmation or whatever they call it, that rubbish will be in effect. And plus the Crows back line taking more hits. Kelly's out. Luke Brown is now out for the weekend as well.
Yep.
Enter a first gamer in Nick Murray is my prediction.
Yep.
Jordan Butts has played 5 games, if that.
About.
Big task for the back line. Sydney's getting it done here, no question about it.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that. Unfortunately, because obviously I was getting around the Crom, and if Crom surprised me like they did last week, I'll be more than happy, and there'll be more bottles of wine that are in danger. But Sydney, when you think, I look at it and go, Geelong and Brisbane are kind of similar in calibre. And Sydney went over to Brisbane in the Gabba. I predicted Brisbane to go undefeated at the Gabba all year. They
smacked the little
absolutely
bottom.
shot on that. They killed them, and they played good footy too. I'm not saying Crows didn't play good footy either, but Sydney played good footy, and I think they're just gonna run over the Crows a little bit. I can see Crows putting up a bit of a fight, and it comes to my lock of the week, Jimmy Rowe, anytime goal, $1.55.
Oh, I like
It's delicious.
Is that what that's
Anytime goal, because I rate him, and I'm a North Adelaide supporter, and so for me to say that after he absolutely spanked us in the SANFL Grand Final last year, like he played real well. I'm glad they picked him up. But anytime goal, $1.55, and Sydney 1-39. It hurts me to say it because I do have the Crom Guernsey on, Prove me wrong, Crom. You proved me wrong last week. Prove me wrong again.
He's a little jet, Jimmy.
Very
He's got a lot of stuff about him. I don't know. I'm really on the fence with this. I'm just gonna give the edge to Sydney, 1-39. As you said, buddy factor. That'll get him up and about. Even if it's not him performing, it will get him. It will get the rest of the
talisman.
Get the rest of the boys up and about. What I'd really like to see in this game though is Riley O'Brien lift. He had a mare on the weekend, got towed up by Stanley. For mine, I think he did anyway. And
Tom Hickey didn't though.
Yeah, no.
Best game of his life, Tom Hickey.
Absolutely.
He was unreal. He stood out. That's a first.
He did. So
besides for his looks.
So Rob actually genuinely needs to lift this week and get back to the lofty standards he'd set.
And I think he will. I don't think that. I'm not too worried about Rob because he always, if he's having a bad game, he always seems to fire up, and we saw that last year when we were 0-14. Mm-hmm. He was always our consistent performer. So Ben Keys played unreal for Adelaide as well. I'm giving little shout outs.
Everyone did, mate. Everyone.
Benny
All
Keys
played well, is what it says.
Benny
in the back
Keys.
of the paper.
If you told me last year that Ben Keys had been my favourite Adelaide player, if you told me last year Ben Keys been being my top 3 Adelaide players, it's hard to pick.
Well, if Sam Walsh,
I'd smack myself.
If Sam Walsh is now Charizard, Ben Keys is definitely a Pidgeotto.
He is.
No, he's more like a Piplup because he's like a penguin. He's turned into like a, what do you call that?
No,
like
we're OG Pokemon.
He's
here.
penguin. No, because he looks like Emperor Penguin, mate. That's why.
He's got the slick back. He
No
looks
one
like
likes the
Pidgeotto.
new breed. Everyone hates them.
Get out. Where's the door?
I'm not a
Get
fan.
out.
I'm just
Get
saying.
out.
I'm just trying to relate him to the penguin because I obviously call him Big Z. We all know that.
We are
Surfs up, boys.
The wine has gone to his head. The man's melting down. Do you have any bets for a sensible Dan?
Jimmy Roy, anytime goal scorer sounds really good, mate.
Yeah. That's my lock of the week. He's kicking a goal. And if he doesn't kick a goal, he's kicking 6 points. That equates to a goal.
In one leg. Sure. All right. Little multi. Let's move on. Little multi. Jimmy Rowe to kick a goal. Is what I had.
Beautiful.
Hey, look, come on. Jimmy Rowe to kick a goal. Brodie Smith, 20 plus touches. Mills, 25. Jake Lloyd, 25. Put those 4 together, that's paying about $4.80 at the moment.
I'd also chuck Lockie Show in for 20 plus. They absolutely love going to him on a wing. He's got an elite kick by foot, so 20 plus for Lockie Show as well.
I think Errol Golden's paying about $1.35. I know, obviously, I'm
For a goal?
For a goal.
Wow.
Yeah, for a goal. It's I don't know how many touches he got, but yeah, anytime goal. I know he kicked 3 last week, and I do jump on the hype trains fairly early, but I'm also quick to jump off of them.
He's the next Ben Ronk. Let's move on. There's disrespect.